Beat making basics.
What's going on, YouTube? Beat Making Basics back again with another dope video. If you're new to my channel, please do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe as well as give me a thumbs up because we're coming back to back with bangers. Today's video is going to be a dope one. We're going to be going over how to make a Tory Lanez / Bryson Tiller type beat. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, I had this beat up and I'm just going to basically play a little bit of the beat just so you can get a feel and a vibe for what we got going. And after that, I'm going to explain to you what we did to make this track. So let's go ahead and jump in.
You got
All right, y'all, that's probably about a month for y'all to get the vibe of what's going on with the beat. Now let's go ahead and break down what we got going. Now, the first thing I'm going to actually break down is this guitar sample. Basically, I got this guitar sample. I actually got it out of Splice, and I played it like this. I basically drug it in here and transposed it. So took it down from the C down to a B. Or is that a A? My bad. Then what I did as well is I put a vinyl plug-in on. I was going to put this Murder Melodies plugin on. I decided to take it off. And then I have an EQ here. I just took off some of the low end. And then I have this Vitamin plug-in. And it's basically an EQ. And it kind of gave it a little bit of a, I'm not going to say distortion, but I just liked how the effect that they put it on there. So I put those couple plugins on here. And then what I did is also doubled this sample up, okay, and put it at different octaves. So now I have this one right here. This one's lower, and then on this one I actually did include the Murder Melodies plugin. I spread out the audio sample, and then I also put a little bit of reverb on here, okay? I did also do a little bit of clarity, and so that's what we got with this sound right here. Same difference on this third one. This is like a real high pitched one. It's kind of a chipmunk vibe, and it almost in the beat sounds kind of like an organ. So those two elements, or as far as the guitar part, that's the main element there. Then what I did is I actually started off with this bass guitar right here, and this is just the actual. This is gonna be the actual guitar, like a stock sound. Okay, this is a stock bass guitar. It's the Fretless Bass, and I just did this basic. At first I added this extra little part, but I felt like it was too much. So instead of doing that part, I just muted that out, and then I just basically spread this part throughout the beat, as far as the bass instrument. And I really didn't do too much to it. I just turned it up. All right. From here, let's keep on going. I added this guitar lick part, and this is just to accent the guitar sample, and I put this during the hook. Okay, so we got that right there. Let's go ahead and move on to the drums. Far as the drums, we have a basic clap. Of course, we got this kick drum pattern right here. As you can see, I really didn't do anything to the kick, just left it just as. I didn't do any EQ or add any other plugins to it. The kick pattern does change up in the verse. Okay, and so I like sometimes doing that, like where you just change up the pattern a little bit just to make things not as predictable, if you will. All right. Now I do also have these hi-hats in here. At first, I created my own hi-hats, and I kind of wanted something more natural and realistic sounding. So I actually went to our Apple Loops here, put hip hop and R&B, and then I typed in hat, and I found some pretty dope hat sounds right here. It's the first one I found. Simple hi-hats pattern, but I just like how it sounds. And then I also found this one. You put those together, you got this. Then I went a step further and also added some like a hat roll, a hi-hat roll in here. And I also did this open hi-hat pattern here. And so at different points in the beat, I switch things up. So I don't have this main hi-hat going at the first part of the verse, and then I have this main hi-hat coming in, and like when the verse starts, I have it going like this. All right, so outside of that, I have some of my other like go-to sounds in here. This alien fall, I usually put this in almost every beat. And then I have this meteor rise that I have in here as well. Okay, so I have those. All right, so we got those in there. And the rest of this is just pretty much formatting. I do have a couple of other things that I did add. So like for the first hook, I had this the bass that we put in for the verse on it, but then I swapped it out for the rest of the hooks with this like dragging bass. So like this bass is a little bit, the notes are a little longer, held down a little longer as compared to this this bass is a little choppy. Another thing I did on a lot of the hooks is I took out the drums, okay, and then I also added this little acoustic guitar. But for the most part, that's pretty much it, man. I did come in here and do a couple of cool things, like on the remix effect. I came on this guitar sample too, and this here and there added this remix effect in here. So if you look right here and zoom in, a couple of different things I did. If I click there, I can see everything I used. I used a filter on this beat. I used a gate on this beat. And those are really the only two things I did. I'm gonna let you hear how I did the gate. So that kind of like that little stutter effect right here. I did that with the remix effect. And so we got that going on. I did a couple other things like that. But for the most part, y'all, that's the beat. If you have questions, let me know. I do have, you can listen to the full version of this beat on my website, my beat site actually, ukiahbeats.com, ukiahbeats.com. The beat name is called Dog. You can listen to the full version there. I actually have it where you can lease it and different things of that nature as well, if you're an artist that you happen to be watching. But yeah, this is the video. Make sure you go to my other site as well, my main site, beatmakingbasics.com. If you want courses, we have them there. If you need like drum kits or melody kits that you haven't heard anywhere else before, I got that on the site. And I'm doing a 100K giveaway. Don't miss out on that. Basically on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. I'm giving away some cool prizes at different milestones. First milestone is at 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there. At this point where we hit that 10,000 subscriber point, I'm going to actually give away a pair of studio headphones to one lucky subscriber. So in order to get entered to win, you have to be a subscriber first and foremost. And then second, you have to go to beatmakingbasics.com and download the 100K subscriber bundle pack. The bundle pack is going to double up as it's going to have a couple of sounds in it, a couple of tutorials in it, and it's also going to double down as entry into the 100K giveaway. Okay, so that's that. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.